Hey gorgeous, welcome back to the makeup aisle. Today I am going through my February favorites. I am excited not only because I'm bringing you my first ever favorites, but this is my first ever video. I said, let me just start with my February favorites. Everybody loves a good favorites video, and it's nice to see what other people are using and why. So I'm going to start with primer. I'm actually late to the game on this one, just because I think this has been out for some time. I've been recently using MAC Strobe Cream. Makes your skin look luminous and beautiful and kind of like you had a pick-me-up. So next, I have two foundations actually that I have been loving this month and for quite some time, but these are kind of the two that I've really been going back and forth with. The first one is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I really like this foundation because you can build up the coverage. It doesn't look heavy on your skin. It just really feels light. You don't feel like you have anything on your skin, which I think, to me anyway, in my humble opinion, that's the most important thing about foundation. Again, the Born This Way foundation is just really good, really light on the skin. You can build the coverage up, which is wonderful. And I am in the shade Golden, if anyone's interested. The thing I like about this foundation too is that the shade range is really great. I'm loving the Hourglass Immaculate liquid powder foundation. I usually will put on liquid foundation and add a powder to it as well. I have noticed with this foundation, I put it on, it's literally like putting powder on your face with a very nice soft feel. Or sometimes I'll use this just on my T-zone. My dry patches tend to be in this area here. So again, I'll tend to use this in the T-zone during the winter and then everywhere during the summer. It's just a really good foundation. I have two concealers that I've been loving this month. The first is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, which I think a lot of people love. It's just a good overall concealer. It covers up what it needs to cover up, and it doesn't cake, it doesn't crease, it just feels nice and lightweight to me. So it's definitely a good concealer. BareMinerals BareSkin Serum Concealer. I've heard kind of mixed reviews on this concealer. I happen to love it. I like the way it sits on my skin. It doesn't settle into the lines or wrinkles. This is closer to my actual shade, which is fine with me because sometimes I just want it to match my foundation. The next thing I have is the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I have super oily eyelids. Like, when I say super oily, I mean like oil slick oily. So I was watching YouTube and I was watching Nicole, who goes by the name Young, Wild, and Polished, and she was talking about this Smashbox eyeshadow primer, and she said, you know, I have oily eyelids, it doesn't let the oil peek through, it doesn't crease, it doesn't, you know, get all crepey and stuff. And I said, well, if she's got oily eyelids and she says it works for her, then it's got to work for me, right? And it does. I absolutely love it. I'm moving on to eyeshadow now. This is one of the ColourPop Super Shock shadows, and this is in Dance Party. I'm going to try to get it as close to the camera as I can. There we go. So it's gorgeous and metallic. It's actually what I have on my eyelids right now over purple shadow. And I love it because whenever I do a purple look, I just put a little bit of this atop that purple shadow and it just makes everything just pop, glisten. Because it's not really glitter, but more like a shimmer. So it's not like you have, you know, like pieces of glitter. I know a lot of people don't like that and some people don't mind it. But this is one of my favorite shades. Again, it's called Dance Party by ColourPop. So the next thing I have is the Melt Dark Matter Stack. I love this palette, I guess, if you will. It's just in a stack. I think most people have seen these. Most people have heard of them. These are awesome because they're magnetized. So you have eyeshadow under each magnetic round. You get a good deal of eyeshadow too. These retail for 50 bucks. So these shadows just blend beautifully, sit on the eyes beautifully as well, last a long time, they're very pigmented. The next palette I have, and I'm hoping I'm not going to blind you here, is the Stila Mind palette. This is a palette of all matte shades. I'm hoping that will focus a bit. Gorgeous, gorgeous shades. Buttery, soft, beautiful. I've used this many, many times since I've gotten it, and I have not been disappointed since I've gotten this. Like I said, it's all matte shades, gorgeous colors, just beautiful. They last really long. I create a complete look with this one palette, and I just absolutely love it. This is the Anastasia Self-Made palette. I'm gonna see if this will focus in here, if my face and my big head is not in the way. Do you see that purple there on the bottom? I've hit pan, and I hit pan tonight. The eye look that I'm wearing tonight was created with this palette, and then with some of the Dance Party from ColourPop on top. I love this palette so much that I bought another one. Your girl has a backup. It's that good. I am dying for her to make that purple shade just a single permanently, and that's a deep purple, and I keep looking on the website and wherever they sell Anastasia products, and it's never there, and I'm just like, just make it permanent. It's gorgeous. People would buy it. People would buy it in bulk. Do it now. Moving on to bronzer. I have one bronzer this month, which is the BH Cosmetics Bombshell bronzer, and this is in Diva. It's a matte bronzer. It's what I'm wearing today. So this is a matte bronzer by BH Cosmetics. It's like $4.50 on their website, and I really, really like it. In fact, today I ordered a backup because I've been using this almost daily. So moving on to highlighter. I have Laura Geller's Gilded Honey, and I know that everyone and their mama and their mama's mama is loving this highlighter. This is basically a gold. Gorgeous gold. Just love that there's a lot also, because I notice as I keep using it, it doesn't seem like it's really going anywhere. Small as it may be, you know, this is going to last you a good long time. And again, it's a real perfect gold. So moving on to blushes, I actually had another one here. I'm liking the Buildable blushes by Lorac. First of all, this packaging is just absolutely gorgeous. And the color and the shades, first of all, they have a really great selection of shades. Extremely pigmented. It's gorgeously on the cheeks. It adds that pop of color. Blush is one of the things I like the best. It's like one of my favorite makeup items. So to just have this, that it almost like it illuminates your skin with just like this pop of color perfectly on the cheeks. And as thin as this is, it's pretty much all product. The packaging around there is not so big that the product gets lost in there. So I have two other blush products that I want to share with you. The first one is by Makeup Revolution. This is sold exclusively, as far as I know, at Ulta. And the one I have here, when I was in Florida visiting my best friend, her Ulta has it in stock. I went to Ulta near me probably about a week ago and saw this in stock. They had a whole Makeup Revolution section, and I'm like, yes! So I go and look, and I was like, what the hell? It was like if there was a snowstorm, and that was the aisle with the milk and the bread. Gone. So this is one of their blush palettes. I'm trying not to blind you here. And please do not pay attention to my dogs barking. The shades are absolutely gorgeous. The way they wear is absolutely gorgeous. These things are so pigmented, but I am interested in doing a whole look with Makeup Revolution products. So if that's something that you would like to see, please leave a comment down below and let me know, and I can definitely put that together for you. But again, just the palette is gorgeous. You've got a couple of satin shades, two baked shades, and then the rest are matte. So it's just a really nice combination of pinks and kind of neutral color. The next thing I have is the Becca Afterglow palette, I guess. It's actually 3 highlighters and 2 blushes. And I know that this was around, I'm trying not to blind you, but it has like that mirrored edge. The colors of the blushes, everything is great. You get, let me tell you what you get here. Because these are shades that they have, so it's good because it's kind of like a try me palette. So the highlighters you get are Moonstone, Rose Gold, and Topaz. And then the blushes are Wild Honey and Flower Child. So before I had this palette, I had not owned any like single Becca blushes. After I tried Flower Child, ordered it right off the bat, it is such a pretty pink on the cheeks. It's just, it's almost like a glow from within. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really loving this palette. So the next two lipsticks I have are two of the Gerard Cosmetics bullet lipsticks. Basically, they're the gold packaging. So the first one that I've been loving since I actually got it several months ago, but I've been wearing it a lot lately, is 1995. Now, I don't know if that's going to focus there, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Let me swatch that for you so you can see. It's just a gorgeous, it's one of the prettiest neutrals I think that I've ever seen. So let me see if that will, if I'm hiding here, it will kind of focus on that. And I like this so much that I have two backups. Not one, but two. I use this several times a week. I'm just so glad I got it because it's just beautiful. And then the second shade from Gerard Cosmetics is Enchante. This is a collaboration with the Dupe That Girls. And if you don't follow them, get on Instagram. Again, it's Dupe That. So Enchante is what I'm wearing now. It might have, I don't know, because it's a cream lipstick. It's not a matte lipstick. It does transfer. It's something that I'm not used to. But the thing I liked about it was that when I was seeing all like the Instagram posts, they had very fair people using it, very dark people using it, and everything in between. And I really appreciated that. I'm gonna try to swatch this. Well, this one right here is Enchante. I don't know if that's gonna pick up, but you can tell it's definitely like a purpley look. And then this one's 1995. And please do not say anything about my nails. It is awful. They're disgusting. I know I have to do them. When you're busy, it's like, oh, I gotta take off nail polish and do that. I don't know if they have these in the regular line or this shade, but this was part of the 20th anniversary vault where you got the 10 lipsticks and the 10 matching lip glosses. Really nice vault, you know, really nice shade range. So this shade is called Secret Agent. Oh, this is also a really nice type of neutral nude color, a darker nude. I'm going to swatch that over on the other side of 1995. And it's just a little browner than 1995. And I'm actually going to swatch the lip gloss right next to it so you can see it. That, you know, that was one thing that I really appreciated about the vault, is the fact that you had matching lipsticks and lip glosses. So, you know, it wasn't a guessing game. All right, so let's see if I can do this. Turning my my hand around there. Let's see. There we go. So on the bottom there, those two. That is Secret Agent from Lorac. Up top is the lipstick, and then underneath there is the lip gloss. Man, that was some gymnastics I had to do just now. So that takes care of the lip products for this month. And then the last thing I have is a nail polish. I know, the girl who doesn't have her nails done. I'm gonna do them as soon as I'm done here, I promise. So this is by Lollipops Paris, and it's actually the shade that I'm half wearing right now. I don't like red nail polish. This got me into red nail polish. I got this a couple of months ago in a Glossy Box subscription. I fell in love with it. The color, like a true red. So those are my February favorites. Thanks so much for joining me. Like I said, this is my first video here on my channel, so I'm just glad that I was able to bring it to you. Of course, I'm going to be putting out standard fare, like monthly favorites, tutorials, hauls, and reviews of different products. But again, if you have suggestions for any videos that you'd like to see, please let me know. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and please hit that thumbs up button with all my fabulous lip swatches there. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.